everybody. Welcome back to Ghosting with Anya. I'm your host, Anya Smith, also the author of Anya's Ghost Stories Volume 1 and Volume 2, The Return of the Dead. So today was an interesting day. This morning, Fearless and I we saw this weird light, and I was about to open the damn doors, but something stopped me. My friend, he thought maybe he didn't feel right. He didn't leave me alone at the bookstore. It was just sitting there in the bookstore and Dollar General. Fearless and I just remember that he had a podcast, so I decided to lock the place down and go to his place and do the podcast. So today is episode 201. We made it. I am so glad. I said I didn't sell any book. I just had dinner, really amazing. He had pork chops, I had hot dogs and chips. And a brownie. So by itself, I don't know how it just came off. So anyway, it's a little freak though. So I hope that you guys are getting ready for this podcast tonight. So the pharmacist behind the counter, kind of like the previous pharmacist, I guess. It's something to do with the spirit of the pharmacist, I guess. Oh, and another thing, tomorrow night I won't be doing this podcast because Chris and I are going to the hotel to stay overnight to watch over the kids. Well, Fearless Cummings. Fearless Cummings is my friend, and I decided to stay at the Courtyard Marriott Bonvoy Marriott Hotel because we have a discount, and just to watch over the boys, make sure they are, not doing anything stupid, as well. So to make sure they're okay. Room at the hotel. So hopefully we can stay on the first floor next door to them. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to have the last hurrah with a friend of ours named Diana. She's a really cool person. She is the one with the Chambers of Commerce thing. So anyway, we're almost done with the bookstore. Quite a lot of taken care of. We've gotten some sold, thrown away. We've made quite a few money. I have $20. So
Priming Culver's tomorrow.
Yes, we would.
Daddy wants a fish and fries.
So there's gonna be a mommy, there's a daddy, and there's a baby right there on top of my husband's chair. So yes, so we're not doing this podcast tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow we will be doing another episode. Tomorrow I'm taking the night off because staycation one night. But I will be back on podcast to 9 p.m. So anyway, but yes. Also, thank you guys for this channel. I wish you all the best, and I just wanna wish that you guys would watch more of my show. And so I thank you guys, and thank you for following me here on TikTok, Instagram, and right here on YouTube. So give yourselves a round of applause for on Thursday it's gonna be like 85 episodes left. So anyway, but yes. Anyway, let's get started on the story. So it is 9 o'clock now. Get yourselves something to drink, sit back, relax, and please click like, share, and subscribe to The Pharmacist Behind the Counter, Season 6, Episode 201. So that's 201. Yay, we finally got into it. I'm so happy that we are on Season 6 now, and we have about how many seasons?
I don't know.
Well, I started with Season 1. I had 14 left. So I have about 11 more to go, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I have about 11 more seasons to go through because I started from Season 1 all the way up to I'll be doing Season 15. So we're in Season 6 now, right here, which is Episode 201. So anyway, let's just get started with the story, and I hope that you guys are participating on the story. If you wish to, you're always welcome to. Anyone who's watching my show, always welcome to. You guys can have a conversation with me about it. No, if you have opinions, you're always welcome to leave me comments down below. And if you have any questions about the story, let me know. Would be happy to reply the answers to you just by talking instead of typing. So anyway, just get started. Elsie took the closing shift at Mercer Pharmacy because it paid a little extra and because more customers after 8 p.m. wanted only one of three things: prescription, pain relief, or they could. The store itself was narrow and old-fashioned, wedged between a bakery and a tailor shop downtown, with wood floors, glass medicine cabinets, and a back prescription counter older than any current insurance system. During the day, no urgency. At night, once the front lights dimmed and the gate to the consultation alcove was half drawn, the pharmacy changed. Arrows clicked softly in their slots as the building cooled. The old wall clock over the blood pressure, and every evening at 9:12, exactly 12 minutes after the doors were locked, one amber lamp behind the back counter turned on by itself. Elsie figured faulty wiring until she noticed the lamp always illuminated the same spot. The old manual ledger shelf hadn't happened in years. The real incident came on a stealing Wednesday when a father rushed in at 8:57 with a prescription. The electronic key showed as delayed by insurance review until morning. His daughter had enough to make patients feel unethical. Elsie did what she could. Resident apologized. The system refused movement. The father left angry and frightened. In that way, demon when bureaucracy between child and sleep. At 9:12, to be careless. About illness, went behind the counter and found one of the old letters already open to a page from filing emergency override procedures for after hours antibiotics, then under a state rule since buried on soft updates. In corporate retrain tucked into the ledger was a note in neat block print. You still have authority if you know where it moved. She brought the page to the store manager, who turned pale before he turned practical. There had once been a pharmacist named Harold Mercer, founder's son, by all accounts brilliant, severe, and inclined to believe customer welfare outranked procedural cowardice. He died in the store after a cardiac event while filling emergency prescriptions during a winter illness surge. Employees afterward reported the amber lamp turning on before difficult nights or finding old law binders opened to relevant pages. The chain that later acquired Mercer Pharmacy kept the lamp because removing it caused register failure. No electrician could explain though. No one admitted that it was. Sorry, I'm tired. In writing, if he's showing you ledger pages, the manager said, it means the system is failing. Somebody, the old. He then, with equal parts fear and gratitude, the override documentation to call the father back and fill the medication that night. After that, the haunting became stubbornly clinical. If Elsie entered the wrong day supply calculation in a rush, she found the numbers. I'm sorry, guys, I'm tired. In pencil on her printout before final sign off. If a drug interaction alert flashed in the software but got buried under a flood of minor warnings, a corresponding bottle on the shelf would tip forward alone. Once during flu season, every oral syringe in the pediatric bin appeared, restocked and organized before a Saturday rush the delivery truck failed to cover. She stopped pretending not to notice. The pharmacy, it turned out, felt less haunted than backstopped by an immoral operating system. Harold Mercer was not there to rattle pills. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so fucking tired. I've been running errands with my friend, and it took forever. So, you know what I mean? I'm just tired as shit. Dramatically, in the night, he was there because modern efficiency had buried ways by which a patient could still be helped if someone knew where to look. The first time Elsie saw him clearly, he appeared in the reflection of the vaccine fridge glass while she was checking gold substance counts, gray tie, coat, spectacles. One hand resting flat on the counter, while the other pointed toward a prescription. Sorry, but I guess I don't like yawning. I'm so tired. Basket flag hold for clarification. She turned at once. The basket where he indicated ordinary and stubborn inside was an elderly. Once hard medication refill at Betty. No one had resolved because all day each pharmacist assumed the next shift would have time. Harold's reflected finger moved from the basket to Elsie called the hospitalist, whose number sat buried in the chart note history. surgery. The dog was in 7 minutes. The patient arrived 20 minutes later, saying Elsie didn't tell her a dead pharmacist had accelerated the workload. Over the next months, Mercer's reputation shifted. Quietly among staff, showed signs of understanding that pharmacy work is not retail with labels. The Ember's eerie congestion. During a summer shortage, old supplier binders began appearing, open to alternate sourcing protocols. A local wildfire, smoke event, and hairstyle that ordered were found in Lower Avenue with expired samples for work. Correctly removed stock transferred to emergency authority. Impeccably documentation for actions. No one could remember entering, though the time logs showed someone had indeed considerably efficiency and no tolerance for excuses. Elsie began leaving the ledgers dusted and the amber lamp polished, which felt less like superstition, respect for functional continuity. The decisive moment came when a teenage boy staggered in near close with his grandmother, panicked, wheezing, and out of a rescue inhaler. After theirs cracked on concrete, the insurance card was inactive, and the backup clinic phone rang unanswered. The grandmother was one of those people whose dignity stays intact just long enough to make the plea hurt more when it comes. Elsie felt herself into one hard enough access drawer under the consultation desk, slid open by itself inside, beneath manuals no one used lay a sealed charity stock inhaler pack with municipal assistance form, pre-filled down to the clinic authorization code from a program no longer advertised but apparently still active under state emergency for air. Guidelines herald, it seemed, had been waiting for someone to need what bureaucracy had forgotten. Elsie stayed at Mercer longer than she planned and eventually became the kind of pharmacist who knows where the old pathways hide. She tells interns that systems are useful, but patients are real. Often the job becomes clerical cruelty. She does not meditation. Still, when paperwork outruns judgment, it clicks on over the ledger shelf, and the whole room remembers that care used to be recorded in handwriting by people who understood delay as a health risk rather than a workflow category. Some huntings are warnings, some are grief. Harold Mercer's she decided it was a standing order. Wow, that is so interesting. So anyway, but yes. Hey, baby girl. Yeah, this is my little girl. So she missed her mommy. She's gonna miss her mommy again tomorrow night. Yes, mommy gotta go to the hotel, and yes, you're gonna get fed. I promise you, baby. Mommy promises, okay? We love you. We're gonna miss you. So, yeah. So I just want to let you guys know that Chris and I are gonna take a little break from this podcast tomorrow night. So I will be back on this live stream uh, Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it's 21 minutes after 9 o'clock. So I think this story, now that it's finished, is actually related to a lot of paranormal. So it has like a lot of history or something. So as I said, sorry about that, guys. As I said, that the story can be related to a lot of events, like real life events. So, like yesterday, I was reading The Lantern House. It reminds me, like when I read it, and my friend's name, like literally freaking um popped up. So 12 times, I guess. So um but yes. So these stories that I read are literally based on it. That is the reason why I like reading stories like that. There is something about these stories can relate to. So anyway, now that is done, we are going straight to the audience question. So, what you guys go straight, like anything, like you just found out that the young girl had passed away from some kind of sickness. So whatever, there was probably a pharmacist that did have a child that died, I guess. So well, I don't really know, but I'm still processing. My voice sounded like I'm having a friend inside of me. This is why I have to keep clearing it 1,000 times. So anyway, but yes. Mommy, let's be meow, meow. Thank you, Daddy. Anyway, but yes. So I hope that this any sense to you guys with this story. If you have any opinions or questions, you guys are always welcome to leave me comments down below. Questions. We have 10 questions and so I'll try my best to give you the answers to these questions of the story about the pharmacist behind the counter. So let's get started now that the story is done. Would you have traded the ledger after the lamp turned on? I say yes. I knew what was going on, I would definitely trust that sort of activity. I mean, I would trust a lot of spirits to let me know what was going on. I would trust them. I would finally take their advice about whatever it is. But my answer will always be a yes. So anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know. You're always welcome to chat with me right here live stream. So anyway, like if you have any questions, always welcome to. You can join me on live stream, like we all. Yes. All right. Number 2. Do you or the standards? I think he stayed for the patients because Harold knew that patients really needed medication. So, I mean, really to me, I have some old friends at Walgreens that I haven't seen in years. They're family, so we were treated like family. But yes. Oh yeah, I see you too. How you doing, Chris?
I'm well.
Good. So, like I said, I have some pharmacist people in Nebraska. They're really good, and they treat like them when they're really good friends. So they're like, I'm their like regular customer with medication stuff. So we're like really good friends. But I haven't been in my hometown in a while. But I have been stopped. I haven't even stepped into Nebraska for like a while. So ever since I moved, but yeah, but they're still like family to me.
Cool.
They treat me like family because they knew who I was. They know profile. They know I'm medical, so the same family. I haven't seen them in years. I knew a high school or college girl who was actually working at the pharmacy in my hometown. It's Walgreens. I think Harold, because of the patient, because he wanted, even though he is dead, but he's still to help. Harold wanted to finish his job, and he paid for his patients because he treated them like family because he loved them and he loved them. So now I got new pharmacy, Baker's Pharmacy, and they treat me like family too now. So we're like friends now. Well, it depends, but my hometown, Walgreens Pharmacy, are the best people I know. So, I mean, if I ever moved back home and going back to Walgreens for good, I literally would definitely still give them a always. I would talk to them like family. I would sure, like treat them like family. So, but yeah, I definitely would have. I would literally stay with the medication. I treat them like family, like if they were my own. Do this personal, but definitely I always helped Harold when he was alive. Let's go to number 3. What was more unsettling? The moving paperwork. Well, seeing the fridge of the reflection of him. So, if I ever saw Harold's ghost in the reflection of the fridge, I would be stunned, flabbergasted. I'd be talk to the spirit world. Come on, literally. I mean, some people are scared of the spirits, but I would never be afraid of him. I mean, if he would try communicating with me through the mirror, through my phone, or whatever, any certain way he would try and communicate with me through my dreams or whatever, I would not ignore that. If he tried a lot of ways to try to get attention, what can I do for you? How can I help you move on into the afterlife? Is there anything I can do for you? Like, how do I honor you somehow? Maybe if you want me to help you move on by helping you with your method ways, by helping your patients with medication and stuff. I would definitely talk to him, but I would never be that scared because if I would be like a sissy. I would be like freaking out, but I'm not scared because I used to be scared because I didn't know they existed until I had my own experience. Harold, on the other hand, he was an amazing pharmacist. He loved doing his job. He loved doing the method of helping his patients. People who are sick, needed meds, needed what was happening to them. If they got injured, they have to go to a pharmacist. to see if they have any prescriptions that prescribed them will do and help his patients. I mean, if I were him, do like literally. So, let me a question. The movie, be afraid of seeing him?
No.
Would you be afraid of talking to him?
No.
How would you help him move on? Others with his methods?
Yes.
Good. I would love that too. He would love to be honored with his methods the way he did it when he was alive. I would try to help him find peace and figure out how to help him in the first place as well. But yeah, why does a pharmacy make such a strong haunting setting? I think it's probably because Harold had a good memories of the pharmacy thing because he loved his job so much. He died by working there too. I mean, he worked so hard to provide for his daughter, perhaps. His family depended on him, probably, were depending on him, and they loved him so dearly. And so, anyway, he stayed because he wanted to continue working as a pharmacist to help his patients. Is at peace now and always be remembered and loved being a pharmacist. The nicest pharmacist that any literally loved being taken care of from whatever. So I think it's the history. He just wanted to get acknowledgments and all the remembrance and all the love that they had for him. So I would have done the same thing. I would have acknowledged Harold. Even if he was a ghost, I would still have a lot of respect to him. And I would literally help him find peace and love. So I would honor him by helping others like he did when he was alive. So anyway, let's go to number 5. We have 5 questions left before sign off. Before I literally sign off. So let's go. Was Elsie right to follow the hidden work arounds? Yes. I think she did because if she did not notice Harold in time, her work around would be a bit different and difficult, all the striking out like a little bitch. But good thing that she followed Harold's advice and she worked out. So glad that Harold helped her to calm down and teach her with his methods. So, but yes, my answer always going to be a yes, that Elsie did the right thing to follow hidden workarounds. Let's go to number 6. What do you make of the line, still have authority if you know where it moved? Of this. That's a good question, guys. What do you make of the line, you still have authority if you know where it moved?
It's good to know.
No, that you make of it.
But you definitely need to know where the authority lies.
You just have to get used to where the authority, like talk to the people, talk to managers, owners, something like that. I mean, you have to like memorize handbooks, I guess. You just have to know where these things are. I mean, you have to like, I don't know, follow the protocols or whatever, but that's a good thing to know. I mean, you have to read the handbook, obviously. You have to like watch the orientations or something like that. So to know everything, where things are, like medications, to be a good pharmacist or something like that.
Yes.
So you probably have to like talk to the head pharmacist where they moved. I mean, you can look in the maps or whatever, but yes. So look it up and see, or you can talk to people. You just have to like study everything about it. Thing. But I know some pharmacists in my hometown that they treat me like family anyway. So anyway, let's go to number 7. We're almost done here. We're about can bureaucracy itself become dangerous enough to need haunting? Some can, yes. It can be if it's enough. I mean, like you see some different dangerous hauntings, the bureaucracy can be a lot dangerous. But if you see something, you probably have to need it. Dangerous enough to need haunting.
Yes.
Yes, it can. I assure you, it can. You just have to avoid it somehow, but everything will be all right. Would you want a dead pharmacist supervising your shift? You would want to, I don't know, follow the dead pharmacist constantly. I would be like a shadow on him. If your life, he is a dead person. But I really have done that. It cannot be like saying it'd be weird, but I could get used to it. I just have to listen to this dead person and follow the advice of a dead person. But I probably would be, yes. I would want that too. Just have to get used to it. Okay, guys, let's go to number 9. We have 2 questions left before I sign up. Is this story more about ethics? I yes, I mean, all about ethics. I mean, if you want pharmacists that ghost and exude a lot of ethics, I totally would take it, yes. But if you are afraid of the spirit of the dead, clearly don't know what was really going on. You're like, oh my god, scared. Get that thing away from me. I can't do this. It's like you can't, like, I don't know, can't handle this. Can't deal with it. But some people can get used to the people. So, but with the ethics, yes, of course. It's all about ethics. I'm not afraid of any of these dead people. Why would I be afraid? I'm the bravest woman on the freaking planet. Literally. Okay, guys, we have one more question before I sign off. If a ghost kept opening forgotten pathways to help people, how would you honor that? I would pretty much be kind to the customers. They are always right. And just be literally. And I would do anything to help these customers. And I would always I would have to like say, yes, the customer is always. That's how I honor the dead pharmacist, by helping them and be respectful. Always know that the customer is a patient that is always right. Same question. If a ghost kept opening forgotten pathways to help people, how would you honor that?
By preserving their memory.
Just acknowledge them. That's how I would have done too. And just be kind, respectful. Always know that they're right, be right. And we have to respect their decisions.
Yes.
I would help them by remembering to look like and what they did for a living. I would definitely remember them, acknowledge them, and help them find peace. That's exactly what I would have done. And I would follow their advice. I would take it and follow it with their methods. Okay, guys, we are out of time. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on next time on Ghosting with Anya. We will not be doing Ghosting with Anya live stream tomorrow. Next door on Thursday night. We would be at the hotel overnight. Night off. I need an actual night off because I've been down. So I will see you guys next time on Ghosting Anya. Will be on Thursday night. Thursday at 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. We'll be doing the violinist in the tunnel station. This is the new one. Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tomorrow we'll not be doing the story. Will be episode 202 on Thursday night. So have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you tonight, 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the same time. So share and subscribe. And we'll see you guys Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Bye. See you Thursday.